Hello everyone, this is Blender Guppy. So in this video I'm going to model a low poly starfighter and grable it with random flow. So as you can see I already modeled the body and I'll just continue on with the wings. My video is actually not recording 4K like it's supposed to. So I'm waiting for the cables or for the USB cable or USB 3.2 to fix that. If you have any questions for me, uh, in the links or in the comment section or in emails, give me some time to respond to it because um, I'm dealing with other stuff and other stuff that is not just Blender. Give me some time to respond to your. If I didn't respond and you still want some answer, repeat the or get in touch with me again. If I didn't notice your, if you use the YouTube comment section and I didn't notice it, I did not respond or you did not get an answer, then, and you want an answer, then you might want to try other means to contact me. Try something different. Take this in the 30-degree angle. Okay. Um, Fast circle array, x-axis. And we'll just delete the other iterations. This use an X. Oh, forget it. Objects have been duplicated. This is probably because of symmetry. Symmetry. Get rid of this. And we only have that. Uh, okay, let's apply the meshes. Apply mesh. Um, and let's try and quantify this. Quad slice using the view. 0.01 for distance and use linked. Okay, we're going to also quantify the rest of the topology. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is a try, but we can create a diamond. This is also a try. Let's try and create an edge here and then delete this. Get that. Wait, check if there's an ingot. Polygon sides equal or more than 4. Auto mirror to X and Z. Let's get to the other one. This is, what's the name of this vehicle? Spaceship. We're going to quantify this. Quad slice tangent. Remove this. Makes them quad. And wait, edge loop here. And remove this to make this quad. Oops. Okay. Click, click, click. There we go. Now they're quads. And just add more subdivision. I will then select these faces. So, and that's will be the only one that's going to be arrayed. L, 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 and we're going to auto mirror X, Z, and also the body X, Z, and then selecting everything, making sure that we have applied rotation and scale. We won't include location, and then dribble. But first, I'm going to save this data in memory. After saving the data, you must save Blender in order for those saved mesh data to be there when you restart, when you close and open Blender again. Okay. Deselecting the faces that I want to include. in the randomization. This one as well. Okay, let's play around. So for the tutorial, I'm just waiting for the second monitor and then the cable for the webcam that I'm using in order for me to record in 4K because the package cable with the product does not work with 4K. Going to decide and render this at this distance. So we only need to play around with shapes that are recognizable in this distance as well. So we don't need really tiny details. We just need something that can be recognized in the render distance that we're going for. Also, if you have a lot more questions to me, please do not uh, y- uh, there is a Discord link that comes with that's in the doc folder for the add-ons. Go there and use the Discord link to join the Discord, and you can ask questions there. It is much easier to answer questions there than in emails. And also, there are people there who will answer you when I'm sleeping, for example. I am not uh, in my computer. I'm not using the computer. Yeah. So there are people there that will help you that also have experience with the add-on. And sometimes even more experience with Blender than me. Okay. So you can go there and join up. So if I can't answer in minutes or hours, that means I'm sleeping and I'm on the other side of the world or in the other hemisphere. Or if you believe in flat earth, then I'm on the other side of the flat earth. And the sun hasn't reached me yet. Okay. I'm on the other turtle. Uh, if it is too much for the so I think the minimum amount will be 48 hours for a response, or even 72 hours. Do not get angry and start just throwing mean words. That won't work. Yeah, this is good. Uh, let's try and get back to the original oh, okay. Preset increasing subdivision. It's a good thing about this. If you're using this for concept art and you don't mind the destructive power of the negative inset, you can use it to drive a hole into the mesh using the negative inset like that. There we go. Let's play around with panel seed. Maybe we can even use this. So, so cool. And some other time. So again, uh, this distance, shortest none. Oops. Oh my god. No. Two, four, regional, choose radio. Trying to get that perfect pattern. So in later videos, I'm going to teach you how to work with partition mesh. This looks really weird. Okay. Maybe if we decrease this looks good. Let's try triangulate. Um, 100%, 100 faces to be triangulated. Even offset. If you want to get rid of the spikes, just turn off even offset. Oh, this looks good, but I don't like this one. Yeah, it could really squinch that. You can also play around with a smooth and get some funkier look. That is the dip seed. Yeah, we can go for this. Looks like we can go for some smoothing. 0.6. So if you play around with the settings some more, and like I said, just using the add-on for concept art, you can really come up with really cool shapes. It's just, I guess we can make this work. Let's try and shade smooth. Yeah. Okay. Let's up. Let's apply the mesh first. Then wait. Okay. Reestablish the mirror, but this time don't use the z-axis, only the x-axis. Then we're going to uh, use random flows, extract faces, extract faces from this area. This is gonna be a proxy mesh. Going to use for random uh, random cables. Auto mirror this in the x-axis as well. Select that. Select all the faces. So from these face islands, the random cables will develop. You can forget that. Let's see if we try to use no mirror. Oh, it crosses over to the other side. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, we need this one and this one to be different from each other. Asymmetry. So apply the mirror, then do these two first. Okay, and then let's offset that or increase the offset, decrease the offset to make the cables bury into the source. Wait, calculate outside. Their numbers are wrong. Okay, offset, make them bury into the mesh. And then do this while selecting the source mesh again. Select everything and do these two next. And play around with the origin seed. There we go. And delete the proxy mesh. Okay. Still curve. So you can go to edit mode and Alt S to shrink and fatten. Okay. Um, what else? So this one, this needs to be softer. Oops, oops. Apply mesh. What is that? Let's make it softer. Give it 6 segments. There we go. Actually, there we go. And this is just basic shape, basic exhaust. Okay. Always, I forgot about it. I'm supposed to demo the UV. That'll be in the next video. Let's just use automatic UV for this. Okay, apply mesh for this. You don't have to UV this because the curves are automatically UV'd. So we go to UV, I think, apply mesh, and look. So you don't have to include it in your UV UV map, UV mapping. They are automatically UV. When you convert them to mesh, look at that. Look at that. They have automatically been UV. So you can twist and turn them anywhere you like in while they're still in curve. While they are still curve type objects. And when you turn them into mesh type objects, you get the automatic UVs. Okay, the rest, this I'm going to run the vertex color, no saturation, difference per island, and then the rest, uh, this one, sharp, mark sharp, dirty vertex color, set the sharpness to 15, and this one as well, vertex color, sharp. Okay, going to put in the basic materials. Shift Q, shading, append materials, appended 7 materials, select everything, and assign material, our flow panels. I'm going to just use our flow panel soft for this one. Uh, as a test shader. Okay. Let's not include the cables, but the rest you can use Smart UV Project. Works really great for this organic paste here. For this one, not so great. Okay, reestablish the mirror so the UV is also mirrored. Okay, exit and I guess exit it. No, try cylinder. Cube. Okay, let's go with this. So instead of me, notice the difference between the sides of the texture here and this wing here. So if I want them to be bigger for this object here, this will also affect the size of this object here, uh, of the texture, the of the material, the object of this object here, because they're using the same material. So to remedy that, I will not um, resize the texture, but resize the UV instead. Okay, let's turn on the lights. Um, let's use the vertex color first. If you're using a colored vertex color or with saturation, do not use a black and white color ramp because that will turn them into black and white. Okay, now we're going to play around with the lights. Okay. Um, Replacing this bit with glass shader. So for the next update, I'm planning to bring back an old feature from Cuber, which is the basic materials. So there's like gold brass, really simple. It's not like the other add-ons which are have really complicated material setups. So it's just really basic colors of gold um, that uses principal BSDF, and their settings has been changed, of course, for the properties of the gold material. There's copper, silver, rubber. They're just principal BSDF with no textures and all that. Just the color and the settings of the roughness and the metallicity too. Um, Basically, just placeholder materials for quick modeling. Okay, what it's called? What the? Vertical what? Okay. I thought it was misspelled. Okay, wait, I have glass. But let's rename this screen. Well, let's use the glass cylinder. Comes with the add-on. There we go. Um, let's try color ramp constant, and let's see if I can create two colors. Oops. Okay. To use two colors, you have to duplicate this and color mix, then add. Okay, let's try it. There you go. Let's turn the factor down to 0.025. There we go. Okay, let's try the exhaust. Um, let's try the exhaust. There's a way to animate this, but just for the sake of a shorter video, I'm going to dedicate another video for that. But for this one, let's just try and do a really basic one. Okay, save. There's an autosave in Blender. You can turn it on in preferences, and you can set the interval. But it's also a good practice to just press Control S a lot. Sometimes I even do it like every 5 seconds. That's the habit that you get when you're using, especially when you come from the old Blender side of things, the really old version of Blender. Yeah, it's save galore. Okay, UV. Let's watch the UV. Okay, that's good. Let's go to shader, new, and let's name this. Uh, yeah. Okay, and let's um replace this with emission, and the texture we're going to use gradient, just linear. I think color. Fuck. Uh, we can use color. because we're going to use color ramp for it anyway. So factor color doesn't matter. It's if it's going to color ramp, it's going to be um, uh, black and whited or chrome. Yeah. Okay, and then make sure we're wait a minute. Shader mix, shader transparency. Where's that? Transparent PSTF. And we're going to create the going to use this to drive the mix shader. Let's turn this into something really saturated so we can notice the effect. And let's try it. Now we need to either play around with this or play around with the UV. Let's try the UV. Play around with the mapping, I mean, and then UV. It's okay. So, and then, so we get the baseline. I mean, the baseline. What am I talking about? The right orientation of the UV map. We can then create color for that using the same gradient texture and then color ramp. Reset this using backspace. If you have node wrangler enabled. Okay, and then we're going to make this the edges softer here, here. To do that, we're going to do another make shader, another transparency node. Then we're going to drive the mix shader with a ghost node or the ghost node or the layer weight node, Fresnel or facing, whatever. We're just gonna experiment with the two until we get the right one. That had unexpected result, but okay, um, in a good way. Okay, rename this to outer uh, outer jet duplicate. Okay, delete the duplicate. We're going to set the origin to this. So mesh uh, mesh extras. Set origin to selected. Okay. Okay. Shift D to duplicate, and when we scale this, it's going to scale on the origin point. So we don't uh, we are exactly at the same position as the original object. Uh, There you go. Some really basic dimension. Uh, sh- Exhaust. Okay, let's make this a render view. Actually, we're doing close-ups. We forgot about the render. I don't have any is there eye that points towards the ground, so if you can point me to one, that'll be really great. Okay, truck lights, camera view, so we can, okay, scale this, then lock the camera view. 50 millimeter, okay. Now, the focal length, now that I have purchased a camera, a mirrorless camera, I now understand, I now understand this better, the focal length. Okay. I'm using a 90 millimeter 2.8 macro lens. So let's use 90 millimeter focus. So this actually doesn't pertain to zoom, but the focal plane. Okay. So 50 millimeters is the best lens without any distortion, is what I think exactly how the eye sees, the human eye sees. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. Let's use 50 millimeter. Then we're going to add secondary lights, a second artificial sun. We can make sky warmer by making the HDRI warmer as well. Going to create another artificial sun, nuclear furnace to light up the this distance here. But I want it to point here, and then I'm going to use make empty on that position of the 3D cursor, and then let the object track it. Make empty and track. With the same light selected, I'm going to affect its, so this is the lamp property. I'm going to affect its Z, make it rise up. There we go. We need to properly expose these surfaces, mark empty and track, and position it this way. Okay, let's try this. So I use the HRI to create some drama to the light. So the area is here overexposed, but yeah, whatever. Let's try it. Composting, use nodes. We're going to activate depth, mist, uh, mist, normal. Maybe we can use it. Okay, that's it. Let's go to composition, render. So you're not going to see the render window because OBS only records the main window. So you just have to wait. So going to use 32 samples, and the dimension is this is going to use 1080p. Yeah, it's overexposed. Okay, what is this? Yeah, we could use that. The sky is overexposed. Hmm. I need to mask. Uh, let's just use an HDRI. I need to mask the sky in order for it not to be affected by the map range node, but don't have time for that. It's good. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, some people commenting that I am a master of lighting. I am not a master of lighting. I only use HDRI. I just use like directional lights sometimes. Mostly just sunlights, sun lamps. Actually, this is good. Reminds me of the post uh, late 2000 like games, those base games. This is good. Let's try rendering this far away, like we intended. Still okay. Let's try and do twins, which is okay. Shift G, type, hide them, and Shift E, type, hide them as well. Cursor selected, create an empty, and select all the meshes. Make sure they're open. Parent, all right. Shift G, immediate children, duplicate. Surprised how light this is. Okay. Alt H to bring up the the- okay. Do you notice something wrong with the scene? The cables. They're supposed to, yeah. I'm still experimenting on a way to create the cables and make them react to the physics. So in this case, they would fall towards gravity. Wow, this looks really clean. Yeah, it's good. Um, so yeah, I originally wanted this video for just as a time-lapse video, but I guess this is okay. I'll just turn it into a a turntable for the short version of it. But yeah, I think this is cool. The geometry for the wings is concept art piece, but yeah, the rest can be used for production. But this looks really good. I hope I have the time to really use the add-on for big stuff. Really scale projects, but I'm mostly coding. There's also a few bugs I have to fix. Okay. Um. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe and notify. If you have any questions, use the comment section or the links in the description. Join our Discord community in the docs file of the add-ons. Yeah. And check out the products below, the t-shirts with Blender Guppy. So Blender Guppy doesn't just refer to me. It refers to us all. We're all Blender Guppies. Okay? Yeah. Again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.